Hi, I'm Mike McKenna, and I'm a pediatrician. I was always a person who really enjoyed science, but I also liked working with people. I had initially thought about working for NASA or doing something with the space program, and I worried I would be stuck in a basement in front of computers all the time, and I didn't want to do that. And so medicine seemed like a perfect way to solve puzzles, use science, and work with people. So I'm a big kid at heart, and being a pediatrician was really the natural answer. I really didn't think about doing anything else in the world of medicine. Kids are a lot of fun. I, even at parties, enjoy talking to the kids more than I do talking to adults sometimes. I like watching cartoons and playing games and just being around kids. Their energy, their joy, their happiness, their ability to overcome big things just because they're kids and they're very resilient is really appealing to me, and I like being around that energy every day. Well, I think the fact that I'm a big kid, I think, is one thing that I want the parents to know. I try to relate to children really well. I do things like sit on the floor or sit on the exam table or switch places with them. I also really try to talk to the children, even if they're only 3 and I know they're not going to give me the right answers or they're not going to be able to know all of their medical history. I really try to include everybody in the room, but especially the child, because to let them know that they are important, and it helps to fend off things like being bored or kids starting to misbehave in the room because nobody's paying attention to them. I really try to stay focused on the child, and I really try to see myself as a tool that the families can use to help get their children and their families to be healthy. Well, I start by, just asking them why they're here, and I really try to listen. They say that doctors interrupt patients within the first 7 seconds of the interview, and I really try to be mindful of that, and I really just try to sit there and listen. And you would be surprised at how few questions I oftentimes have to ask because I just sat there and listened to what they have to say. Well, I really like to hang out with my family. I also like to play golf, and I'm a huge, huge, huge Cubs fan. So a couple years ago when they went to the World Series, that was a big deal for me. I actually went to one of the games, and it was a lot of fun. I just love coming to work and being around children every day. It sounds very simple. It sounds very straightforward. It probably sounds a little silly, but kids are great. Kids are so much fun. Kids have so much energy. Even if they're sick, they're going to say something that's silly or they're going to do something that's goofy, and it's really going to make your day a lot better. I can't tell you how many times that I'll see a family and I'll tell them, and I mean it, that, you were a really great way to start my day, or you guys were a really great last patient for the day, just because they were a lot of fun and they made me laugh, and hopefully I made them laugh a little bit too. And we made something that can be scary, like healthcare, whether it's because you're coming to get shots or you're coming because you're ill. We try to make something that's scary a little less scary.